Things just seem to pile up. For you, it may be the basement. For me, it's the cabinets in the garage, the top one on the left. I hate clutter, and so does your PC. Every time you use your PC, it creates temporary files, and it's not good at removing all of them. After they're used once or twice, they're no longer necessary. They just sit on the hard drive as clutter, slowing down your computer and providing a place for viruses and malware to hide. That's why I recommend AOL Computer Checkup. It's the easiest way to clean up and speed up your PC. And it doesn't matter if your computer's only a few months or a few years old. It needs regular maintenance. It needs AOL Computer Checkup. So here's what you need to do. As a Ken Commando listener, you should try AOL Computer Checkup for 30 days risk-free. That's right, 30 days risk-free. Just imagine your PC running fast and like new again. So start your free 30-day trial today at KenCheckup.com. That's KenCheckup.com.
From Learfield Sports on the Rocket Sports Radio Network, presented by the University of Toledo, it's Rocket Women's Basketball. Rocket Women's Basketball is brought to you in part by AT&T Real Yellow Pages, Brandeis Ford, and Brandeis Ford Lincoln of Maumee. Nobody beats Brandeis. Brooks Insurance, protecting all of your assets. Also brought to you by Frickers, Fun Foods, Sports, and Spirits, the University of Toledo. Schedule a campus visit today. Yark Automotive Group. YarkAuto.com is just what you're looking for. And by the University of Toledo Medical Center, the #1 hospital in the region. Daybreak Sleeps. The longer you stay, the better it gets. Verizon Wireless. Rule the air. Dave White Chevrolet. The place to go is a Lexus in Monroe. Dave White Chevrolet. Or visit DaveWhiteChevy.com. Meredith Party Rails. Party is our middle name. The Buckeye Store and more. Located in Starlight Plaza in Sylvania. The original Gino's Pizza. Official pizza of the University of Toledo Rockets. And by Dunn Chevy Buick. A great deal is a done deal. This is Rocket Women's Basketball. Now with the call of the game, here's Jim Heller on the Rocket Sports Radio Network.
On a very sunshiny afternoon, we come your way today from Bob Nichols Court at Savage Arena on the University of Toledo campus, and a sense of urgency in the air for the Midnight Blue and Gold Lady Rockets of the University of Toledo. They try to snap a two-game losing streak and get their first win in Mid-American Conference play. It will not come easy today. An extremely talented group of young athletes from the city of Mount Pleasant, Michigan. The Lady Chippewas of Central Michigan University have come calling for a Sunday afternoon matinee affair. It's your Lady Rockets of Toledo and the Lady Chippewas, Central Michigan University. Good afternoon to you and yours. How are you? My name is Jim Heller. So glad to be bringing you the call of this one today. And the University of Toledo, well, tries to get their first win of Mid-American Conference play. I think a lot of folks felt it might have come Thursday at Western Michigan, but we're learning a few hard lessons in life of women's basketball in the Mid-American Conference this year. That, well, everybody is pretty darn good at this league this year. And Thursday night, well, really was kind of a tale of whether a glass was half empty or half full. The University of Toledo made the short trip to Kalamazoo to battle Western Michigan, a team that on paper didn't look like anything spectacular. Well, then the ballgame began. Western Michigan, with a young lineup and a very balanced scoring attack, turned that contest into a grinder and prevailed 70-67. On the plus side for Toledo, a career performance from Dola Dortch, the sophomore guard out of Akron, Ohio, 28 points. She was money in the bank. Everything she touched turned to gold. Starting low-post player Yolanda Richardson from right here in Toledo and Start High School. The second double-double of the season for her. 17 points, 10 rebounds. You see those numbers on paper and you think off the top of your head, well, the Lady Rockets must have won. Now, that was a little bit of a tough loss on Thursday night because of the fact that Western Michigan did something that very few teams have been able to do against Toledo this year. Take their three-point shooting aces out of the contest. The University of Toledo, which has been known for its three-point shooting prowess under the auspices of head coach Tricia Phillips, has two of their best shooters go ice cold. Haley Lynn and Courtney Ingersoll, who are two of the best 3 three-point shooters in the conference. Both of them are in the top 15 in three-point shots made in percentage, combined for just 3 three-point baskets. So that aspect of Toledo's offense was taken away from them on Thursday. In short, Western Michigan made Toledo a two-dimensional team when under normal circumstances they are a three-dimensional team. And that is the essence is why Toledo suffered a heartbreaking loss against Western Michigan on Thursday. That is in the past. This is the present. Central Michigan University is the third consecutive team that these Lady Rockets will face that have no seniors in their starting lineup. There is a youth movement afoot in the Mid-American Conference, and Toledo is going to see it today. In a team in Central Michigan that thus far this year has exceeded expectations. They're off to a 9-6 start, one of those victories against number 12 Purdue. I'm sure that got a few people's attention in the Midwest. But they are for real, and they are an explosive juggernaut. They've gone over 80 points 4 times this year, and as a matter of fact, they're the number 2 scoring offense in the Mid-American Conference at 79 points per game. The question is, can they ring up those kind of numbers against the number 2 scoring defense in the Mid-American Conference in Toledo, a team that is holding teams more often than not well under the 60-point plateau. So a great young offense against a veteran defense, something's got to give. Toledo at 7-6, Central Michigan against 9-6. A pivotal game in the Western Division for both programs. Well, if you have plumbing problems, don't panic. Call Benjamin Franklin. They're the there's any delay, you pay Benjamin Franklin Plumbing.
I can't take it if
Toledo
you
Rockets, a team.
Not even ask for
For the
something
midnight
design.
goal,
It's like
this
Tylenol, but
is
it's
something
not the
that,
regular
well,
medicine.
they've
I usually take
been through so many times, trying to rebound after a tough loss. And for the 67th time, they will try to settle
That
their
radio's
affairs
not bothering
with
you, is
Central
it?
Michigan.
No.
Toledo winning the all-time series, 40 games
can't
to
sleep very good,
26.
so I think that's why.
A whole lot more to talk about in this edition
You know,
of
you're
the
like-
York Automotive
you're like
Group
sleeping,
pregame
but you're like
show.
aware of everything
When we
that's
come
going
back,
on.
we'll sit down
Right.
with assistant coach Todd
Yeah.
Hickman. Talk some X's and O's on what suddenly
gonna
has
throw up.
become, well, in many ways, a must-have game for these Lady Rockets. It's Toledo and Central Michigan for a Sunday afternoon of Mid-American Conference women's basketball. Also on this edition of the Arc Automotive Group pregame show, we'll get an update on the Brandeis Ford Toledo and Brandeis Ford Lincoln of Maumee scoreboard show. Matt Colvin standing by at our network studios in downtown Toledo. He'll keep us up to speed on all of the activities around college basketball today. The U.S. News and World Report recognizes University of Toledo's Medical Center as the region's top hospital, and rightfully so. Learn more at utmc.utoledo.edu. So glad you could join us for a Sunday afternoon of Lady Rocket basketball. Toledo and Central Michigan on the way. My name is Jim Heller. Glad to have you along. More coming up after these messages. This is Lady Rocket basketball coverage. We're live at the Brooks Insurance broadcast booth right here on the Rocket Sports Radio Network for Learfield Sports.
Are you looking for more from your college education? The University of Toledo is committed to your academic success. UT offers nationally recognized programs, small classes, a supportive environment, and a student-to-teacher ratio of 17 to 1. UT also has one of the oldest honors colleges in the country. All this and scholarships to help cover your tuition. Discover more at utoledo.edu/admissions or call 800-5-TOLEDO.
How would you like to drive home a new Chevy without paying a single dollar? Here's Joe Bailey from the #1 Chevy dealer in Northwest Ohio, Dave White Chevy, to tell us how Dave White can make that happen.
That's our sign and drive event. Just sign your name and drive one of our 300 new Chevys home with nothing to it signing.
Nothing, not even a single George Washington?
That's right. This week at Dave White Chevy, a 39-month lease on the new 2012 Chevy Cruze that delivers 36 miles per gallon on the highway. It's just $190 a month, sign and drive.
Usually it takes $1,000 down to get that $190 per month payment.
Not at Dave White Chevy.
No wonder Dave White is the area's #1 dealer, but knowing you, Joe, I know you have more great deals.
We do. For this week only, with just $275 do-it delivery, we're offering a 39-month lease on a new 2012 Equinox. Are you ready? Only $275 a month.
For all the best deals, there's only one place to go. .com. 12,000 miles per year, 20 cents per mile over limit.
Celebrate the new year with a new device from Verizon, like the 4G LTE Pancake Breakout. Now only $49.99 after $50 mail-in rebate debit card. Plus, buy a new new 4G LTE smartphone, and you can double your data for the same low price. Visit any Verizon store, VerizonWireless.com, or call 1-800-256-4646. Verizon. Requires new 3-year activation and data pack. Early termination and other fees apply. Double your data applies to new activations or upgrades and data packs 2 gigabytes or higher. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
Meyer knows that when Old Man Winter arrives, a lot of us start feeling under the weather. Now's the best time to be turned away at your pharmacy. Luckily, Meyer Pharmacy is here to help by accepting all major insurance plans, including Express Scripts, TRICARE, and WellPoint. Bring any prescription or prescription bottle to Meyer Pharmacy and we'll transfer as fast as you can heat a can of chicken soup. We've even got that too. Meyer, higher standards, lower prices. Innovation, saving lives. And the UT Medical Center.
My daughter had to.
Translate into the talking about Toledo, first of all, trying to get off the schneid off a tough loss Wednesday in Kalamazoo. Let's start there if I may, because even though that was a loss, in a hard-fought game for both teams, there were some positives that you can take out of that one and try and build on today. Most notably, it was our best performance from the foul line.
Well, we were better, better, and more importantly, we got to the line quite a bit. We attacked the rim and also got the ball inside quite a bit. Got to the line, and in the second half, anyway, knocked a lot of them down, Angela, George especially, and it was nice to see.
I will give Western some credit because they made the looks at the basket very tough for both Courtney and Haley, who are excellent three-point shooters. And that forced us to have to rely on Nola and Yo a little bit more than usual. I'll give them credit for that. The $64 question is, how do you get Courtney and Haley going early today against another very athletic team?
Well, Central does a great job on offense, and defensively, they play a lot of 2-3 zone, and I think that that's going to yield to some perimeter shots as long as we can really have good ball movement and have some inside presence as well. I think our perimeter kids will get some shots today.
Tricia brought something up in the postgame, which I found, well, very poignant, in the fact that because Toledo did so well in the regular season last year and won the West Division, regardless of who we play this year, we are getting everybody's best shot. How do you counter that?
Well, you've got to be ready every game, and, when you're defending league champion, you've got to come out and play that way. So I think a lot of it's mental coming into the game, and, hopefully we can turn that around. Well, our performance mentally coming into Western Michigan game, before, we've got to do a much better job coming into this game, where we're, coming in knowing that they're going to give us the best shot.
How do we get more productivity out of spots 6 through 10? Because I thought the first 11 games this year, we did a fantastic job of it. Now, I don't know, maybe teams are recognizing those tendencies, but if we rely too much on the first 5 on the floor, you have to wonder what the results might be at the end of the game. Is that an easy fix, and if so?
Well, for us, defensively, we've got to have our players off the bench doing their job, and that's where we've done a lot of work in the last few weeks with those players, trying to get them to improve the floor more often. That's part of getting them on the court. Brandon Jones does a lot of good things on offense, and so does Kyle Lundgarter. If we can get those two to play a little bit better defense, I think we're going to see a lot more offense production. It's going to be on the court.
Crystal Blackwood is a rising star in this league. Young lady leads the
Those are one that's on my side.